I was thinking about the recent events. Everyone's seen on the news and they've been shocked about the China revelation about these handbags and designer merchandise that had been so cheaply, made or inexpensive to produce versus what you guys or what people had been paying for it. And I don't want to get into the I told you so mood when I was starting to see these headlines, but I felt like relief. Like finally, because I majored in fashion merchandising, and before I even went into it, I never went into it for the retail business aspect of it. My goal was to create clothing that was fashion forward for sizes that were limited. At that time, you couldn't find anything decent to wear. Now it's a whole new day. Thank the Lord, it's a whole new day for all sizes. But that was why I wanted. It was a purpose, a passion. It wasn't to take advantage of people's pocketbooks. I wanted my own boutique. It never went that way, but this was what I wanted at the time. So when I did though, I had to, it was required. You learn about the business, you learn about everything from the financial end to the manufacturing end to the marketing, every aspect. But what really disappointed me was the retail calculations and how these merchant, well, everything from department stores to online businesses, they have a markup. And the markup can be pretty high. Something that costs very little to manufacture and maintain, or the overhead costs and everything. It could be like, let's just say $20 for one product. They will flip around and pay you or charge you $275. And I felt like, wow, that's taking advantage, that's abusive. To me, I felt violated. So I dug in deeper with the whole notion of I am not going to be brainwashed into the Gucci, Prada, or any other, and at the time, and probably still now, I don't know, the hip hop and that whole, there was like a movement toward everything being name brand, and the pricier, the more expensive, the better. And when you're in the hood and you're surrounded by all of that, you stand out like a sore thumb when you go against it. You're corny, you're lame, you're whatever, because you don't subscribe to that brainwashing, right? So I'm so glad now. I think that finally, hopefully, some people will never learn, or they're just going to stay with the hood over their head or whatever. But I think for the masses, they're starting to rethink things. And this may have happened for that reason, for you to finally see, or for them to finally see through all of the crap. They even had whole sectors of markets researching psychographics to see how to manipulate your mind, to want to feed into the beast, to buy these things, to spend your hard-earned money. And that's the other thing. I'll keep my eyes and my mind open to the fact that I see white people. I want to just keep it real. It was white people that I would see were affluent and wealthy in the community, and they had old cars. They were riding with the Rens and the Mercedes, and you wouldn't know they had money, no matter what their role was or what their job was. Or you might meet them and, oh wow, that's you own a company and you driving that, or and they didn't wear any brand clothing. They looked it was just clothes to them, But then in the hood, the ones with very little, minimal resources, you saw them flashing. Like, they have to look like movie stars. They put their money toward things that it was a shame to see. And you couldn't tell or explain. The more you try to explain something like this to people back then, they would just think, oh, you're corny anyway, or you just like, you're not with it, or whatever, you don't shine, or whatever, you don't like the floss, or whatever. So, yeah, I'm just so glad for this breakthrough moment. May it last, may it expand, may more eyes be open to the truth behind this violation of your pocketbook, of your mind. It's mind control, a form of it. So, Holy Spirit, let's get some tarot in on this message, please. What do we want to say about this? Whether it's about the brainwashing aspect or the self-love over manipulation aspect. Let's see, what say you? Thank you. Strength. You to be strong enough to stand on your own morals and ethics about this, no matter what anybody says. No matter what they call you or how they consider you to be uncool or not stylish, not fashionable. Two of Pentacles, priorities. Prioritize what's important. You know, having some money set aside for emergencies, paying for something good quality life increase for your family, for your kids, a little mini vacation, which can be a mindful experience, or investing in Gucci and Prada and whoever else is out there. I don't even keep up with it. I wouldn't even know what to say. I have no interest, literally. Let's see. Any more? If that's all you want to say about this, not much more to say on this, huh? Let me go to an oracle deck. Thank you. 3 came out. The Empress, which is an abundant person. 7 of Wands, and I'm taking this as protect your interest, protect your abundance. And then the Hermit came out. I would say go deep within to search yourself. That's one way of looking at that. Think about it. Don't take my word for it. Don't take the industry's brainwashing and manipulation, you know, of course. But do your own thinking about this for once. Instead of just going out and purchasing. Instead of just considering what your friends like to see you in. Or what your man or your wife or whatever likes to see you in. Do your own thinking about what makes sense here. Spiritually or even logically. No matter how you slice it, it does not make sense to support billionaires and millionaires with your hard-earned money. So going with them for that, or Hermit also does research. Research. If you don't believe me, go online and ask ChatGPT or Google how much money do these, how much money do they make off of everyday people, and how are people living versus how I'm living that are getting supported by this brainwashing method. If you don't believe me, see, you owe it to your children to rise up. Get. Why not an archetype? I feel an archetype might be helpful here. And then we'll end this one. Thank God this is coming out, y'all. I'm telling you. I was thinking, like, what's it going to take? Communities going down the drain, staying leveled out because of this trying to keep up with the Joneses mentality and ego. That was the other aspect of it. It was feeding the beast of ego, looking better than, shining better than. It was ridiculous, from the drinks that you have at a party to, it's sickening. Okay. The Queen, know you are the Queen. And a queen is not a good queen. It's not somebody who is braggadocious, who is flamboyant, who has to go around like a peacock. A queen supports, uplifts, encourages, inspires, and nurtures in a good way, in a healthy way, in a healthy mind way. She wants her people to know the truth. She wants her people to be better. not stay down in circumstances when they can get out of it, especially by making better choices. The creator. The creator would not want that. I know this could mean you as the creator, and I'll take it two ways. The creator would never want you to live this way, being financially abused in this way. And then the creator, meaning Lakeisha or Laquana or whoever down the street who can sew. She can sew. She's not making money. She'd be lucky if somebody would hire her to make a wedding dress during June, July, during the bridal season or whatever. Or usually, I guess you would be getting them, but you know what I mean. Invest in her. Who cares if someone thinks it's corny that you are wearing something that's homemade or locally made, okay? Because she's a professional. She knows what she's doing. It doesn't look like off the rack mace, what is it now? Where do you guys go? I don't know. But she has her own unique, original, authentic style. She may even be able to curtail it to you more so than any store. I think we're going to get back to those days anyway. I highly encourage it for us to have our own talents, that we invest in each other and rely on each other and go corporate free. Food, clothes, everything. Let's get one more. Got to thank you. The thread. Something that is going through all of us, something that we all have in common, the common thread. And that's that we all want to love each other. We all want our families safe. We all want comfort. We all want to live a good life. We shouldn't think about what can set us apart from someone so much. That's the ego. How can I look better than her? How can I shine better than him? How can I look like I have more money or I have more wealth or I'm powerful more than... That's like so outdated and expired. Let's just let all of that old stuff go. This is a new era, a new earth, if you will. It's coming in. And let's see, Jisong. Oh, sorry. Gnosis. I don't remember Gnosis. Let me look that up real quick. I don't even know if I ever had that one. I'm going to be interested to see how it applies and what it means. Okay, must be important. It's one of the ones in the bag. Innermost knowing, mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures and scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies like involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip toward mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of gnosis. Wow. I think this means once you know and you realize this, and this has been throughout time true. It's not just true in 2025. Like I said, it was true back in the day. It was true in 2005. It's going to be true in the future. When you recognize, it changes your life. All of a sudden, your paycheck is not big, going toward things that are unimportant, So I think I see the Eight of Cups card, you walking away from that, leaving what no longer serves you. And congratulate yourself once you reach that point. And if you've already known it, if you've already lived this way, then now might be an open door that you could teach others or build on the moment. Like, oh, did you see that article? Or did you? It's all over the news. Can you believe $900 on the bag? I could have went on a getaway. Take advantage of the opportunity while you have it before these people forget, because you know how it goes. So with that, my loves, thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.